we're partnered with Waukesha County also. So many of the libraries and patrons that we see come in, when and if any of our library patrons in this county or in this area don't find or see stuff they want, we partner with Waukesha County to get materials for them within a day or two. But where our growth is really lying is in electronic resources. We have a collection via something called Overdrive, which is an audio and ebook collection that has millions of materials in there, has 30,000 publishers. And every year, in the last couple of years, we've seen growth of 25% more higher usage year after year after year. So more of the folks that are living in this area might be traveling to work in Dane or Waukesha County. They're making use of those resources. We have infinite quotes from people about how much they love it and adore it. And so it's just a sort of a transition away from the older formats where maybe CDs and books are sent. Some of the major things that are happening that might be a little different is Watertown is currently raising funds to expand and remodel their library. From what I gather, they're very, very close to completing their fundraising. It's nearly a $10 million project, and they're less than $100,000 away from completing that. And they're hoping to break ground in 2020. A few of the other items just to put on your radar, libraries are still very involved in workforce development. We receive a lot of phone calls about gaining assistance and working unemployment. We still have databases related to genealogy like Ancestry.com. We are actively pursuing funds for investment in research. So we're trying to sort of tailor our resources and our ability to sort of find answers that people may have thought of the old reference desk where there's a stodgy person shushing you. We're still getting phone calls daily about anything under the sun. I helped somebody this morning whose grandchild has not been attending school for nearly 2 years, and she was looking for advice about how to find a tutor, and so we were working through issues like that. So commonplace stuff that we still experience even to this day. So, that was quick and dirty, but is there any questions?
Are there any questions? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That concludes annual reports for this evening. We now go to committee reports, resolutions, and ordinances. First to the Building and Grounds Committee for the resolution accepting the bid for the repair and improvement of the Human Services parking lot at the Later House building. Supervisor Payne, please.
Resolution number 2019-37, executive summary. The Jefferson County Human Services Department received bids from vendors to make necessary repairs and improvements to the Human Services parking lot at the Later House building. Parking Lot Maintenance, Inc. submitted a bid in the amount of $40,695, and Wolf Paving submitted a bid in the amount of $48,069. The Building and Grounds Committee considered this resolution at its meeting on September 4, 2019, and the Finance Committee and Human Services Board considered this resolution at their meetings on September 10, 2019, and recommended forwarding to the County Board to accept the bid from Parking Lot Maintenance, Inc. as the lowest possible responsible bidder. Fiscal note. Funding for this project in the amount of $25,000 has been included in the 2019 Human Services Department budget. The balance of this project will be funded by an inter-department transfer from building improvement to land improvement. This is a budget amendment. County Board approval requires a 2/3 vote of the entire membership of the County Board. 20 members of the 30-member County Board must vote in favor of the budget amendment. I move for approval of this resolution.
Moved and seconded to accept the bid for repair and improvement of the Human Services parking lot at the Later House building. Discussion. Will the roll call vote, please? Resolution is adopted. Next to the Parks Committee, the Human Services Board. We have a resolution supporting the month of September as National Recovery Month. Supervisor Moe, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Supporting the month of September as National Recovery Month, the executive summary. Recovery Month began in 1989 as Treatment Works Month, which honored the work of substance use treatment professionals in the field. In 2011, this observance evolved into National Recovery Month to include mental illness. National Recovery Month is a national observance held every September to educate Americans that substance use treatment and mental health services can enable those with mental and substance use disorders to live healthy and rewarding lives. This observance celebrates the millions of Americans who are in recovery from mental and substance use disorders, reminding us that treatment is effective and that people can and do recover. It also serves to help reduce the stigma and misconceptions that cloud public understanding of mental health and substance use disorders, potentially discouraging others from seeking help. This resolution invites all residents of Jefferson County to participate in National Recovery Month and calls upon the people of Jefferson County to observe the month of September with appropriate programs, activities, and ceremonies to support this year's National Recovery Month. The Jefferson County Human Services Board considered this resolution at its meeting on August 13, 2019, and recommend forwarding to the county board for approval. And just for your information, I'm going to read the entire resolution. Whereas behavioral health is an essential part of overall wellness, and whereas prevention and treatment of mental and or substance use disorders is effective, and people recover in Jefferson County and around the nation. And whereas preventing and overcoming mental and or substance use disorders is essential to achieving healthy lifestyles both physically and emotionally. And whereas relatives and friends of people with mental and or substance use disorders may be encouraged to implement preventive measures, recognize the signs of a problem, and guide those in need of appropriate treatment and recovery support services. And whereas in 2017, an estimated 13.5 million adults had received unmet need for mental health care at any time in the preceding year, including 6.5 million adults who did not receive any mental health services in the past year. And whereas to help more people achieve and sustain long-term recovery, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, the White House Office of National Drug Control Policy, and the Jefferson County Human Services Department invite all residents of Jefferson County to participate in National Recovery Month and call upon the people of Jefferson County to observe the month of September with appropriate programs, activities, and ceremonies to support this year's Recovery Month. Now therefore be it resolved that the Jefferson County Board of Supervisors hereby invites all residents of Jefferson County to participate in National Recovery Month and calls upon the people of Jefferson County to observe the month of September with appropriate programs, activities, and ceremonies to support this year's Recovery Month. Fiscal note, this resolution has no fiscal impact. Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Second.
Moved and seconded to declare the month of September as National Recovery Month in Jefferson County. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted. Now to the Parks Committee, with a resolution entering into a contract with KL Engineering for design segment 2 of the Interurban Trail. Supervisor Teamster.
Resolution number 2019-39. Entering into a contract for engineering services between Jefferson County and KL Engineering Incorporated for design services related to the construction of segment 2 of the Interurban Trail. The Jefferson County Parks Department is continuing construction of a recreation trail for hiking, biking, cross-country skiing on the right-of-way owned by We Energies. The proposed trail is 10.96 miles in length and is located between the city of Watertown, Wisconsin and the city of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. This off-road paved trail connection is being built on the former Interurban rail line that connects the city of Watertown and the city of Oconomowoc. The path cross-section consists of a 10-foot wide asphalt surface with 2-foot wide aggregate shoulders. An 8-inch stone base with 3-inch asphalt layer will be used. project is located primarily in Jefferson County, 10 miles, and a portion of Waukesha County, 1 mile. The city of Watertown and the city of Sidewalk has project boundaries. This resolution authorizes the county administrator to enter into contract with KL Engineering Incorporated to provide consultation and services for the design of segment 2 of the interior trail, with a cost not to exceed $209,827. The Parks Committee considered this resolution dated September 3rd, 2019, and recommended forwarding to the county board for approval. Now therefore be it resolved, the county administrator is authorized to enter into a contract with KL Engineering Incorporated for design services related to the construction of segment 2 of the interurban trail. This one up, the period covered by this contract is 3 calendar years. $175,000 has been allocated for these services, which will pay for the costs through 2020. Additional funding, if needed, will be allocated in 2021 budget. I move for resolution 2019-39.
Moved and second to authorize county administrator to enter into a contract with KL Engineering for designing segment 2 of the interurban trail. Discussion. Supervisor Moore, please.
I just wonder if there were any other engineering firms that were interested in this, and whether or not they bid on it, if there was a bidding process.
Mr. Namer is with us. In anticipation of any questions, we'll put them to work.
Engineer Udovich did a marvelous job in helping us put together a request for proposal for design services of Section 2. And we used their preferred vendors list, and we selected 12 firms that we did a direct mail to. We also put it out on the trade magazines. We sent it out to 12 firms. We received 9 proposals. We came up with a short list of 4 firms, and from that we selected KL. And the reason that they floated to the top is because of, well, a number of our counterparts in surrounding counties have used them, but they've done a lot of this transportation enhancements work with DOT. So both inside DOT and outside DOT, they're very familiar with them.
Thank you. Any other questions? Supervisor Polson.
Can I assume that KL was the low bidder?
Another good question. We have no way of knowing that. Under the federal transportation rules, we are not allowed to ask for price. We look at their qualifications and we come up with a short list, and then we talk to them, and this is where we're at on the price as of today. We're hoping the price could go lower. This is an unusual way of doing business. We understand that. We're kind of backing into it and hoping the price goes down a little bit. Mr. Waymeyer has provided counsel on that. And we say that because we have an upcoming meeting with we engineers, Wisconsin Energy, and American Transmission Company, KL Engineering, and Park staff. And we're hoping that work that We Energies has already done in this specific area, including survey work and some structure design and some environmental permitting, can allow us a cost savings as we go forward with KL. And we should know that better within the next 2 weeks.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments, discussion? We'll have a roll call vote, please.
Votes are live, so we have 27 yes and 0 no, 3 absent.
Resolution is adopted. Now to the Planning and Zoning Committee with the report on approval and denial of petitions, followed by the ordinance amending the official zoning map. Supervisor Nassau.
report the honorable members of Jefferson County Board of Supervisors, Jefferson County Planning and Zoning Committee having considered petitions to amend official zoning map of Jefferson County brought for public hearing held on August 15, 2019, as required by law pursuant to Wisconsin statutes. Notice thereof having been given, being duly advised of the wishes of the town boards and persons affected. In the areas affected hereof makes the following recommendations: approve of petitions as listed below. And denial of petition R4170A-19. This petition was to create a 2-acre A2 zone on South Farmington Road from a 15-acre parcel in the town of Farmington. The Planning and Zoning Committee is recommending the denial of the request because it's not appropriately clustered, does not fit the purpose and intent of an A2 zone, and would be setting a precedent for an A2 zone without agribusiness if it were approved. This is a petition submitted by Ron and Laura Zimmerman, Trust Property, dated this August 26th this 26th day of August 2019. William Paulson, Secretary. I'll move to the ordinance. And ordinance number is 7. Ordinance number 7, amending the official zoning map is listed in the report. I move to accept as printed.
Moved and seconded to amend the official zoning map as printed. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Resolution is adopted. Finally, a resolution denying the petition to amend the official zoning maps.
I believe this is resolution 40. Resolution number 40, denying petition to amend the official zoning map. At the end, therefore be resolved, Jefferson County Board of Supervisors, that petition 4178-19 submitted by Ron Zimmerman for the Laura Zimmerman Trust to rezone 2 acres from A1 to A2. This parcel for an agribusiness zone on South Farmington Road is town farm. The survey denied for the reasons stated, more particularly the Planning and Zoning Committee reports to the County Board dated August 26, 2019, and the minutes of official record of public hearing August 15, 2019. I move for the adoption of this resolution.
Moved and seconded to deny the petition to amend the official zoning map. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Resolution is adopted. Next is an appointment by the County Administrator. Mr. Waymire, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. By the authority vested in me, I hereby request confirmation of the following appointment: Ms. Barb Elwood Getch of Exone, Wisconsin, to the Commonwealth Library Board for a 3-year term ending September 1st, 2022.
Second.
Moved and seconded to confirm the appointment. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The appointment is confirmed. Next, appointment by the County Board Chair. By virtue of the authority vested in me under statute, section 59.54, parent 8, I hereby request confirmation of the following appointment. Travis Mays to the Local Emergency Planning Committee for an indeterminate term, replacing Dwayne Scott, who recently retired from the Sheriff's Department. Moved and seconded to confirm the appointment. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The appointment is confirmed. And appointment by the Human Services Board. Supervisor Moak, please.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Human Services Board under statute section 3.06, paragraph 1, subparagraph G of the County Board rules, the Human Services Board hereby requests County Board's confirmation of the following appointment: Patricia Ray, Palmyra, Wisconsin, to the Nutrition Project Council for a 3-year term ending September 10th, 2022.
So moved.
Moved and seconded to approve the appointment of Patricia Reve of Palmyra to the Nutrition Project Council. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The appointment is confirmed. Next is public comment of a general nature. Would any member of the public wish to address the board at this time? Okay. Next is announcements. Mr. Waymire, please.
So the fun season of budget is upon us. And so 2 quick reminders to the board. So number 1, if you look at your agenda, you'll see a nice box in there showing 2 meetings in October. So just as a reminder, we have a meeting on October 8th, which will present the formal recommendation of the budget to the county board. And then October 22nd is our second meeting of the month, but there will also be the public hearing for the budget that's been proposed. So just a reminder, both of those will be at 7 o'clock here. The other thing the county board seat, and it'll be also be published as part of a notice, is our budget hearings that we begin next week for all our staff and departments to talk to the finance committee. It's going to be over 4 days, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're actually holding up in room 202 to make more space available. As you'll see in the layout of the schedule, day one is going to kind of be focused on the overview with a couple of departments and how we got to the budget that's being recommended. Wednesday and Thursday is going to be very heavy on all our various departments and functions that we have. And Friday we'll finish up the budget, do a summary, really focus on the capital 5-year plan, look at the fee schedule, fund balance, and then officially then set the tax levy for the year as a recommendation coming to the county board. As a reminder, this was sent out to you. Per diem has been authorized for all county board members to encourage coming to the meeting to learn more about what we're going through. So that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And to reinforce that, the chair highly encourages supervisors to attend the budget hearings if you're able to. In the coming term, there will be a number of substantial and complex issues taken up by this board. These hearings will give you a good background on what's coming in the future. Any other announcements? Supervisor Nass, please.
I want to thank all of you that attended our Bruce of the View this year on behalf of the Parks Department. It went very, very, very well. Best attended ever. I thank you all that came and bought a brew or just enjoyed the view. So I hope it continues that way because it certainly helps with our parks budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Supervisor Christensen, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to announce a lecture by Brian Dennis of the UW Whitewater, possibly Professor Brian Dennis. He is going to be lecturing on cybersecurity in the digital age is the title of the talk. It's for business and individuals alike. And the reason I'm bringing this up is, of course, individuals are subject to cybersecurity concerns, but more so local government and towns. The unhappy possibility of having a ransomware attack that would tie up your town or village or city is an awful thought. You could come to this lecture at the Fort Atkinson Club in Fort Atkinson. It's on East Water Street next to the American Legion dugout. And so this is going to be Tuesday, September 13th. 7:30 p.m. is when the lecture begins. You could show up at 7 o'clock and talk to the friends that you'll meet there. Thank you.
Thank you. Other announcements?
Motion to adjourn.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. Is there any objection?